What's going on, movie fans? My name is Michael Weer. I love talking about movies, and if you can't tell by the color scheme behind me of red, white, and blue, well, we've officially made it to the 7th month of 2025. July is officially here, and it's crazy that we're past the halfway mark of 2025 already. This year has just flown by so far, but today we're going to talk about all of the upcoming movies that are coming out in July of 2025, and I love making these videos because I get to talk about my excitement for movies that haven't come out yet. I get to talk about my anticipation for those movies, but you guys know this isn't just about my thoughts, my anticipation. This is about your thoughts as well. And so I'd love to know if you're excited to see any of the movies that we're about to talk about here today. And keep in mind that these are just movies that are on my personal radar, so I may have missed something, whether it's going to streaming or limited release. So if there's something that I left off of this list that you're looking forward to, well, I'd love for you to throw that in the comment section as well. And finally, before getting into the video, if this is the first time you found my channel, well, would love for you guys to hit that subscribe button. Check out all the different content on my channel. Whether you like movie reviews, Blu-ray talk, or ranked list videos, I've got a little bit of everything on my channel, and I'd love for you guys to check it out. All right, let's get into July of 2025 brand new movies.
Here we go.
That is one big pile of shit.
No, I shot him. Bullets in the fall killed him.
Coming out tomorrow on July 2nd, we have two brand new movies coming out for the big July 4th weekend. The first one is a streaming film going to Amazon Prime, so you don't even have to leave your house to watch it, or you can watch it on a plane. The point is, if you have a mobile device, you don't need to go to the theater for it, and it's called Heads of State. Now, every month I get excited for a few of the streaming movies that are coming out, and this month is no different because while streaming movies tend to not live up to their potential, well, this movie has me all kinds of excited because it stars John Cena as the American president and Idris Elba as the UK Prime Minister. They have a disagreement. They get on board Air Force One together, but then Air Force One goes down behind enemy territory and they have to fight their way out. Honestly, any movie with John Cena, I'm immediately bought into, but this sounds like so much fun. Sounds like a fun action film to kick off the month and a fun sort of American, you got the US president and the UK Prime Minister movie to kick off July 4th weekend. I can't wait for Heads of State. And the other movie coming out on July 2nd, the headline movie of the weekend, is Jurassic World Rebirth. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I saw that the tickets went on sale, so I grabbed me and my son a ticket for a Wednesday evening showing. Very excited about that, but I went to look yesterday just to see how the other theaters in my area were looking, and almost every evening show on the first day, on a Wednesday, was completely sold out. So I'm glad I got my tickets when I did. I'm sure there'll be time for you to check this out on opening weekend. You might not be able to see it on absolute opening night, although I heard around the country in some places they're doing midnight screenings of Jurassic World Rebirth, and that's kind of cool. But to get into the movie, yes, we are going back to the world of Jurassic. We have dinosaurs, we have humans. All we got to do is get the dinosaurs to eat those humans, and we'll all be happy. If you can't tell, I'm very excited about Jurassic World Rebirth. At the beginning of the year, I admittedly did not put this on my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2025 list, and that's just because of how bad the previous two Jurassic World movies were. I thought Fallen Kingdom and Dominion were absolutely garbage films, and I want nothing to do with those movies again, but I have hope for this film. The trailer looks like a lot of fun, so I'm going in with some higher expectations to this film. Again, I just want to see people eaten by dinosaurs in a fun way. And that's all I want. All right, guys, are you going to be checking out Jurassic World Rebirth on opening weekend? Let me know in that comment section. Moving on to the second weekend of the month, we have two more movies coming out. The first one is a horror film called Skill House, and Skill House is a film about 10 different influencers who get lured into a content house where they have to complete social media challenges, not just for clout, but for survival. Now, if you're under the age of 35, you probably have no idea what several of the words that I just said mean, and I completely understand that because I had to Google a few of them. But with that said, this is a horror movie coming out, something that we've kind of seen over and over throughout the years where people get trapped in a house and they have to do deadly things to try and get out. But it is something that typically works for me, so I am kind of excited to check out Skill House. And the other movie coming out on July 11th, the headline movie of the weekend and maybe even the month, hey, Eyes up here. We're talking about James Gunn's Superman. I am so excited for this movie. It is the reboot to the DCU, a DCU that had fallen off so badly towards the end, but now James Gunn is in charge, and this movie looks like so much fun. They've dropped a few clips of this movie online in the last couple of weeks, and I just absolutely am eating those clips up. Not to mention the fact that I bought my tickets a couple weeks ago, and just like Jurassic Park Rebirth, I checked the theaters around me, and opening night, the theaters are just absolutely packed. So I'm hoping this is a crowd-pleasing time. I hope this movie excels on every level so we can get some excellent entries into the new DCU going forward. Then we move on to the third weekend of the month. On July 18th, we have two more movies coming out, and the first one is called Eddington. Now, Eddington is a film directed by Ari Aster, starring Joaquin Phoenix, and this film is set during the COVID-19 pandemic, like towards the early stages, between a small-town mayor and a small-town sheriff who have a disagreement, and that disagreement turns into a powder keg of problems. Now, that sounds like a fun movie to me. Although Ari Aster does make some weird shit, I am hoping that this movie is a fun time. And the other movie coming out on July 18th, the headline movie for me that weekend, is a horror film called I Know What You Did Last Summer. Now, this is, of course, not a remake of that original I Know What You Did Last Summer film. This is what we call a requel in the horror world, where they use elements of that first movie. They have a new cast, but they bring back legacy characters like Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jennifer Love Hewitt. And I'm very excited for this, just to get another slasher film in theaters. I'm glad they released this in the summer instead of releasing it in January, because it is summer right now. You have that heat in July and you just want to watch a summer slasher film. I'm very excited about this film. I hope it's a good time. And that'll lead us to the last weekend of the month, where we actually have 4 brand new movies coming out on July 25th. And the first one we're going to talk about is called The Home. This film has been delayed for over a year, so I don't know what's wrong with it or why they couldn't get distribution on this thing. But The Home is a film that stars Pete Davidson, and he plays a guy that gets a job at an old folks home, or maybe like a caretaking home. And when he gets there, he finds that things are not what they seem. This is a horror thriller film, and the trailer looked really trippy. I hope it's a good time. Have you guys heard about this movie? Are you excited about it? Let me know in that comment section. The second movie coming out on July 25th is called House on Eden. This is another horror flick about a couple of paranormal investigators, and I believe it's shot in found footage fashion, which is right in my wheelhouse. I'm very excited about that. And in this film, you have a couple of people that set out to do their next paranormal investigation in this house that's set in the woods. And when they get in there, there's an ancient evil spirit in there. And honestly, all of those elements do it for me. I saw the trailer once, immediately put this into my phone because I knew I was going to want to watch this one on opening night. House on Eden is a limited release, so unless it's not showing in my area, I will be seeing this on opening day. The third movie coming out on July 25th goes directly to Netflix, so you don't have to leave your house. It stars Adam Sandler, it is a comedy, and it is Happy Gilmore 2, a movie that I never knew I needed, but now I can't wait for. Now, admittedly, Adam Sandler films on Netflix, the comedy films, they have not done very well. They haven't been very good. Now, his drama stuff on Netflix has been great, so we'll see what happens with this movie, because you're going back to one of his most iconic characters in Happy Gilmore. I hope this is a fun time. I just want to hear somebody say, "Hey, Happy, you suck, you jackass." I want that in my life. So I'm hoping that Happy Gilmore 2 is good. Are you guys going to check this out on Netflix when it comes out? And the final film coming out on July 25th, the headline movie of the weekend and the third entry into the MCU this year, and it is Fantastic Four: First Steps. This is a film that I've been highly anticipating because it's been so long since we've seen the Fantastic Four on the big screen, and the last one we got, Fan-4-Stick, absolutely terrible. So I'm excited to see this movie. Of course, Disney bought the rights to the Fantastic Four several years ago. It's taken time to develop the story, get the characters casted correctly, but after I saw the trailer for this movie, I think they casted everybody perfectly. We're getting Galactus finally, and I'm just excited to see a great MCU movie, and that's what I'm hoping this is. Now, I can't guarantee that because the MCU's track record after Endgame hasn't been the best, but I'm hoping this movie is awesome, or I'm hoping this movie is fantastic.
Say that again?
And guys, those are all the brand new movies that are coming out in July of 2025 that are on my personal radar. Like I said at the beginning of this video, if there's anything I left off of this list that you're excited about, throw that in the comment section down below. And also let me know your thoughts on all the movies we talked about here today. I'd love to know your thoughts, what you plan on seeing on opening weekend. Did I tell you about anything you weren't aware of yet? Throw all that in the comment section. I love talking about movies with you guys. And finally, guys, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button because it helps the video, it helps the channel, and it helps me right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Alright guys, we got to the end of another upcoming movie release video, a video that I always love making on this channel, just getting to talk about my excitement for movies that are coming out, my anticipation for movies. No negatives in this video because we're just talking about movies that haven't released yet. I'm excited for the ones I talked about today. I'm going to try to see as many of these throughout the month and do reviews for them throughout the month, but until those reviews come out, if you want to check out any of the other content on my channel, well, I've got all of my best and worst of 2025 right there, and I've got all of my 2025 movie reviews right there.